A lot of species in this area are rare.
What exactly are we saying this is, though?
I think we know exactly what it is.
A horse-like mammalia.
With some sort of protrusion or growth.
It's a fucking unicorn.
Death of a Unicorn sets out to be a classic creature feature and a timely social commentary, but it doesn't really succeed at either. It's not fun enough to work as a straightforward monster movie, and it's not sure what it wants to say as an eat-the-rich satire. Death of a Unicorn has great creature design, some effective jump scares, and a series of wonderfully gory kills, making full use of the unicorn's horn. But there's far too much downtime in between the creature feature thrills, and despite the best efforts of Jenna Ortega, Paul Rudd, and an all-star cast, these characters don't have enough going on to sustain quieter dramatic moments that don't involve unicorns killing people. Based on its premise, Death of a Unicorn sounded like it would be Parasite with unicorns, or Triangle of Sadness meets Jurassic Park. But the reality is that it's just a forgettable horror comedy with a couple of chuckles, a couple of decent scares, and a lot of dead air.
I'm picking up good vibrations.
Here's hoping we kill Bigfoot on the way home, huh?
This video will contain spoilers for Death of a Unicorn. Death of a Unicorn's satire is really clear in the first act. A rich family with their own pharmaceutical company want to get even richer by selling the one-cure-fits-all blood of a unicorn to the highest bidder. It's using a fantasy story about a unicorn to lampoon the ultra-rich playing God and exploiting the beauty of nature to add some more gold to their pile. Chopping up a unicorn corpse is a visual metaphor for mowing down rainforests and drilling into oceans to get oil. Jenna Ortega represents the progressive voice begging them to stop, and Paul Rudd represents the working man who knows the difference between right and wrong but earns his living from the people on the wrong side. That was all crystal clear, and it was a great setup for the latest in a long line of satirical movies poking fun at the ruling class. Jenna Ortega even watched an iMovie outlining all the symbolism of the story in case you missed it. But when it starts getting into the nitty-gritty of its plot, it loses sight of its satirical intentions. In this film, there's no correlation between being rich and doing bad things. The big pharma family consistently make unscrupulous decisions and act selfishly, but their staff and their scientists do the exact same thing. If there's a message here about rich and poor people, it's that no matter how much money you have, we're all shitty people. Which doesn't hold much water, because even if that's true, the shitty rich people have the capacity to cause harm on a much larger scale than the shitty poor people. The movie seems a lot more interested in rounding out its unicorn mythology than reflecting whatever part of human society it's using those unicorns to represent. And by the time it gets to its third act and you've completely lost track of what the film is trying to say, it really struggles to land the plane. It ditches the pretense of eat the rich altogether and becomes more about family. The unicorn's parents recognize that Paul Rudd is also a parent just trying to keep his kids safe. But that parallel worked a lot better in Aliens, when James Cameron didn't beat you over the head with it, but still spent the whole movie focused on parental protectiveness, and drew a stronger visual comparison between Ripley and the Xenomorph Queen.
Get away from her, you bitch!
The old adage that there are far more great actors in Hollywood than great scripts is proven to be painfully true in Death of a Unicorn. This movie is full of incredible actors acting the hell out of really tepid material. Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd share amazing chemistry as a father and daughter with a strained relationship. You really believe there's a long history between them. They love each other, but there's also a lot they resent about each other. But you wouldn't know any of that from the script alone. Their performances are doing the heavy lifting there. They manage to create tension and characterization where there is none. Richard E. Grant, Tia Leone, and Will Poulter are all absolutely hilarious as the Farmer family. Grant brings the same smarmy, shit-eating arrogance he brought to a similar role in Saltburn. Leone nails the look of phony compassion in the face of people she considers to be beneath her. And Poulter is having a blast, playing an entrepreneurial nepo baby with a lot more generational wealth and business acumen. Anthony Carrigan and Jessica Hines each get a couple of big laughs, but they're massively underutilized. This cast would do wonders in a Knives Out movie, but here they're just squandered.
I don't think I should be in swim shorts for this moment.
I really wanted to like Death of a Unicorn. This kind of oddball, genre-bending comedy is right up my alley, and I love to see studios taking a chance on original stories, but I just found it really underwhelming. It's not a terrible movie, the cast are all really funny, and there's a lot of grisly joy to be had when the unicorns are killing people, but it had the potential to be so much more. Sadly, this unicorn is dead on arrival.
My horn can pierce the sky.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Remember to like and subscribe and click on the little bell. And also seize the day and call your mom and be kind to yourself.